Bowl bonanza. Not quite as good as steak and blowjob day, but it is Thanksgiving. And we're going to kick this off. It is your boy Sully with Prop Nation. Like and subscribe with John Lloyd Roberts.
And I can't even edit that one out because it's in the intro.
I didn't even give you an option.
Yeah, I know. I'll find a way.
No, keep it in there.
I was just saying, we're not thankful down here in Australia. We don't have any Thanksgiving. We've got public holidays for horse racing, which is ridiculous. And our our Super Bowl Eve, our grand final day Eve, we have a public holiday as well. But no, to hell with all our friends and family around us. We do not care.
Yeah, and so I proceeded to ask him what kind of holidays he had. And then I said, do you at least have steak and blowjob day? And he said, no, I don't know what that is. You're missing out. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick today. We're going to each pick one pick. Oh, you're rolling that. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're going to – you're having a day today, John.
Fuck.
We're going to go ahead and we're going to pick one pick each for each of the games that are coming up for the Thanksgiving slate, which is super exciting. A whole day of football. John.
Oh, it's exciting.
On a Thursday. Like what?
When I was in Canada, I would take the day off just to enjoy it, even though because you didn't get a public holiday there. But
I wish I could take the day off. It actually, you know what? To be honest with you, it is my day home with my daughter, and she's going to watch football. So
that means you get to watch it on your phone, and your daughter gets to watch like Bluey on your plasma screen TV.
Yeah. She's stuck on Frozen right now. She wakes up, she goes, Elsa, puts on her little Elsa costume and watches Frozen for the whole day. Anyway, we're going to take this one over to, is it in Green Bay?
Let's get into this matchup. It's Ford Field. I'm pretty sure that the Thanksgiving Day is always Detroit. It's always at Ford Field from memory.
Okay.
And they're going to be playing the Packers. Over under, as I was saying, is 47, and the Lions are favored by 7.5. So high total.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like the Green Bay Packers do not deserve that. But what you were saying previously.
I had mentioned Jair Alexander. He is showing up on the injury report this week, and he hasn't been playing as lights out as previous years. And then the Packers, their defense is improving, I will say, over the last couple of years. Actually, in fact, let me bring the last couple of weeks. I'll just bring it up real quick. But you can see they're starting to sort of put it together with the wide receiver twos and the running backs. And quarterbacks have had a tricky time. So if Jared Goff is sitting around like 270 passing yards, if anything, I'd bet the under, but I'd probably stay away from it in general.
Yeah, just stay away from it. Don't make that your pick.
But what I will say is I am going against the grain here. And I think I'm just all about this Amon-Ra hype express train. I've only ever exclusively bet the unders with Amon-Ra, but I think I'm converted now.
You're going unders.
I'm going over for this one.
You're going over.
I found a really early cheeky 79 line for receiving yards, and I took it.
Yeah, 79 sounds pretty good right there for Amon-Ra. Yeah, I support your pick.
He's been playing lights out. He's gone over his implied total every single week except for week 4 since week 2. So there's not much. Josh Reynolds sort of doesn't seem to be anywhere around as well. So I'm really into this line. Like I was saying, Jair Alexander, even if he plays, he hasn't been that good. They're at home. It's like a prime matchup for him.
Divisional.
Yeah, divisional. And even though like the run game has been a huge factor for Detroit with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, I'm not shying off it at all.
Yeah. They're going to run the ball a crap ton. Both teams.
Yeah.
They are.
And they have been.
And
Well, actually, Aaron Jones is going to be out of this game.
He's out.
He got a knee injury. He's out already. So it's going to be
I was just trying to pull this
A.J.
up.
Dillon.
A.J. Dillon has 9.5 rush attempts. 9.5.
Is that what you found?
Yeah.
He's going to smash over that.
I'm taking the over. It is. I'm
9.5.
taking A.J. Dillon over 9.5 rush attempts. There's my pick. Lock it in.
I'm looking at the Packers injury report, and Aaron Jones did not participate on both days. Mm-hmm. The other thing is it's hard to find. Actually, I should also tell you, I found a Christian Watson under 40 receiving yards, which I thought was
one deep bomb, though. It's like That's
so
a tough
Christian
one.
Watson, I'll bring that up as well because
He missed one last game, man, and
he's gone over his 40 yards that he's needed every single week one time this year. And that's it. He's never had more than 3 receptions as well.
He hasn't been involved, though. And
here's what I will say that
they started to get him involved.
Yes, but here's what I'll say does actually make me nervous is, which I didn't realize before I bet it, Dontavian Wicks is in concussion protocol. I didn't know that.
So
Luke Musgrave. Huh?
Did you take Wicks or no?
No. I'm saying that this is going to be a factor because he's not going to be playing if he's in concussion protocol.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Luke Musgrave is also with an abdomen on the injury report. So no Aaron Jones, no Luke Musgrave, no Dontavian Wicks.
Musgrave will play.
You think he'll play? He did not participate Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, I think he's all right. I think he'll play.
All right. Well, I feel better then because this is like what I was saying in the last episode is Christian Watson has not gone over 40 yards yet, or he's gone over it one time this year. And I realized
I'm advising against your pick right now. Don't make that your only pick. Don't do it.
What I will say, no, that's not my pick. My pick is Amon-Ra. But what I will say is Detroit's cornerback defense has started to sort of stutter over the last couple of weeks. Apparently they rank over the last 4 weeks. Apparently they might rank like 32nd or 31st in passing defense. So that is concerning. And I think that's why the over-under is so high as well.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, well, that was really fast. We just crushed that one. We'll put a little bonus one in here. Anyway, so just to recap on that, I've got A.J. Dillon over 9.5 rushing attempts. And
jeez.
Yeah, but, like, come on. That's when this is as obvious as the DeAndre Hopkins over that we had, like, 3 weeks ago. It's just as obvious, and it's going to happen unless A.J. Dillon pulls a hamstring or something. Or he's too full from his Thanksgiving meal.
I'm quickly checking my book. I'm like, does that exist for me?
It's here for me.
Rushing attempts. A.J. Dillon. No, mine's up to 13.5.
Oh, that stinks.
Someone's made a mistake on your end. So, yes, definitely put a lot of money on that.
Hey, even if it's 13.5, I'd still take it.
Yeah, I mean, I got to be honest. Even 13.5, I probably would as well.
He's going to get
as well.
He's going to get.
He has been way more involved lately.
These types of games, you have to understand that these types of games, they're not about the points. Like, it's not. These types of divisional games, it is wear the opponent out. And that's what's going to happen. And, when there's only really one running back to go around with Green Bay, and he happens to be a refrigerator that runs, they're going to keep feeding him the football.
Yeah, I think so.
Twice every, like, they're going to go 2 runs to 1 throw. Until he gets tired. But that's my guess is you're going to have between 7 total rushing attempts in this game between all the running backs and the quarterback. I think you're going to be somewhere around 26, 27.
Mm-hmm.
And, split that up however you want. A.J. Dillon's getting 17 of those. And,
what do you...
Sorry?
Yeah.
And then, I think on the other side of the ball, it's the same way, but you just don't know which way the cookie's going to crumble, right? Like, is it Gibbs that's getting it? Is it Montgomery? I would imagine it's Montgomery that's going to get probably 12 or 13, and then Gibbs will get 10. He'll also catch 3 balls.
It's certainly like they really lean on David Montgomery as like the ground and pound type, and then Jahmyr Gibbs. And Jahmyr Gibbs, just like whatever he can get out of explosive plays is what makes up his like production, which is a lot. So that's good.
Well, he's an explosive player,
Yeah.
Very explosive player. Hey, how about, can we just take a second and rewind to last week? My Jaylen Warren, or was it? Yeah, no. What I said is he's going to.
Yes.
So that was 2 weeks ago. I made that pick for the longest rush, but then I said that was the week that you would see it even out. In touches, and then I said everything going forward from that point, Jaylen Warren will lead the team in touches. Yep.
I don't think he still has led the team in touches, but he is so much better.
He led the team. No, he did lead the team. He did lead the team.
Did he? Okay.
In touches. Yep.
Last week? All right.
and he had 100 and something rushing yards, and then he also was catching balls. He was flying out there. Looked amazing. Anyway, let's move to the. I just want to give myself that.
Yeah, of course. Let's jump to the next game. Let's go to Arlington, Texas, where the Dallas Cowboys host the Washington football team.
Is it Arlington, or is it on? Is it considered Arlington?
They always call it Arlington, Texas. Well, like AT&T Stadium,
like right on the border of Fort Worth in Arlington, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I've been to the stadium. I thought it was in Fort Worth.
Oh, really? Okay.
What do I know?
What do I know? I'm on the other side of the way. I go off
you
with
guys don't even have steak and blowjob day. Come on.
The over-under is 48.5, with the spread is Cowboys minus 10.5.
Minus 30. Minus 30. The Cowboys. The Commanders look so goddamn bad right now.
Yeah.
You know what makes me nervous about this game? How good the Cowboys look and how bad the Commanders look. And all of a sudden, Deuce Vaughn's running the ball in the third quarter because the game is 30 points out of reach.
Yeah.
I can't see this game being close. If it is, it will feel very rigged.
You reckon big Deuce Vaughn game?
I feel like Deuce Vaughn, exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, I would be inclined to take Rico Dowdle and take him over whatever his rushing total is in this game. And that's going to be my pick.
As a Tony Pollard manager in our fantasy football league, I feel that. I want to bring up Washington, if you're watching on YouTube, real quick, because they have not been good anywhere. Look how many quarterbacks have reached. The only quarterback who has not reached their passing total was Mac Jones in week 9. Other than that, every quarterback they've faced has had success. The run game, all the running backs pretty much have had success. The receiver one, CeeDee Lamb's going to have a huge game. I reckon Brandon Cooks is going to have a huge game. And we know how much Dak loves Jake Ferguson as well. So it is primed.
It is, but I think it's going to be over before it starts. Like, I can't see CD hitting such a high number. Like, I would stay off of the superstars in this one unless you're looking at the superstars from the Commander's side, playing contrarian to the game script and going, okay, we'll look at Terry McLaurin, or maybe fading off of that and go Brian Robinson on the receiving total. Because
the only reason I'd push back on that is, like, we know that Dallas loves to crush their divisional opponents. Like,
they love to.
If it was the Seahawks, then sure, and they were that bad, I'd be like, sure. Oh, who's like a really bad team that's not divisional? Like,
hey, Rico Dowdle, sorry, is did not participate in practice, and it's stating he's injured.
Okay.
Deuce Vaughn.
Interesting. That might be why Tony Pollard's line is quite high. It's like sitting around 64 rushing yards.
Coach inactive for Sundays. I mean, Deuce Vaughn. He might get the green light here.
I love how much faith you have in Deuce Vaughn.
I don't, though. I really don't. But I have to put a disclaimer on the pick here. Sorry, I cut you off there. You're saying
no, please. Would you like to put a pick in?
Yeah, I really do.
Yeah, go.
I've got 2. I'm going to take one from each side of the ball. So I'm going to take on Dallas's side, if it's Rico Dowdle that's playing, or if it's Deuce Vaughn that's playing. If whoever's getting the secondary running back job, because we don't know right now. The official depth chart has not been updated for the game. But whoever we get that, I'm going to take the over on the rushing total. And my guess is that it will be somewhere between 17 yards and 24 yards. And I will take the over on it.
All right. I'm into that. And what do you want on the other side of the ball for the
Brian Robinson's receiving total? I don't even know what it is, but I'm taking it.
That's interesting. That makes me nervous only because this is what I wanted to ask you about.
Yeah.
So all teams, no matter who they are, have all struggled to pass on the Cowboys. You can see no quarterback has gone over their pass attempt total when facing the Cowboys.
Yep.
and and only one, Brock Purdy, went over his completion total in week 5. Other than that, they've been completely shut down. But we have seen, this is where I'm getting confused, is we've seen Sam Howell throwing the ball a ton. He's like he's quarterback like 3 in fantasy at the moment. He's throwing on average like 40 passing attempts or something like that a game.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to make. Do you think that Ron Rivera is just going to say like, fuck it, I do not care, keep throwing that football?
Yeah, I think so. Well, you're going to have to against the Cowboys. You're going to have to. That I like Brian Robinson. I don't know what the receiving total is. It hasn't showed up yet because I think they're waiting to see if Antonio Gibson's playing.
Yeah, I think he might be out again because he was out last week.
But it doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Both running backs, I would take the over on the receiving, the receptions, and the over on the receiving total. And I think the other one is Rodriguez.
Yep.
If Gibson's not playing, that would be a cheeky pick to go ahead and take his. He'll probably be at 1.5 on the receptions. How many 3rd and longs do you think they're going to be facing?
I think they'll be exclusively facing 3rd and longs.
This is what I'm saying. He's going to catch at least 2.
Yeah.
You know? Out of,
do they have a 3rd down specialist? Is that common? I haven't watched too much.
It was Gibson.
Commanders games.
But it was Gibson, but it's Rodriguez now.
Because I thought Gibson was more of like 2-minute guy.
Nope. He does play the 2-minute as well. Kind of like Samaje Perine, right?
Yeah.
Like very similar, but he's playing on passing downs. Gibson was playing on passing downs, and he was also playing in like the hurry time.
Yeah.
But that didn't stop Robinson from exceeding his receiving totals every single week. They keep putting him at 9 to like 13, and he keeps getting 30 to 40 yards a game.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any sense.
He's crushing it. He's like the offense at the moment.
Yeah, he is. He looks incredible. Yeah. I think they'll catch on. I think they'll catch on to it this week when that line does come out. I think it'll be somewhere around like 26, 24 to 26 for Brian Robinson.
Yeah,
I would imagine. And if it's not, you just hammer that. Just hammer it. But the receptions, like if it's 2.5 receptions, feel great about it. Rodriguez, 1.5 receptions, take it.
Brian Robinson's receiving yards over the last few weeks has been 7.5 to 10.5.
That's what I'm saying.
It's never been higher than 10.5.
Dude. Oh, his receiving.
Yeah, receiving.
No.
Are you talking about rushing?
No, I'm talking about receiving. Last week, what did he have?
Yeah, receiving, yeah.
What did he have?
What did he get? What did he finish on?
Oh, no, sorry, not last. Oh, yeah, no, he had 7 for 58.
Yeah, he crushed it.
Giants. Yeah, he crushed it.
Yeah, and the line was 7.5 receiving yards.
That's what I'm saying.
Bullshit, you not.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were saying he didn't get that. He only had 7. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? This guy's
no.
Literally
that was
all
his
over
line.
the football field.
And he crushed it.
Yeah, he's just been crushing it. Like crushing it. And I can't see that stopping this game. But I also like Rodriguez. I like two catches for Rodriguez here.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lineup yet, so they're trying to figure it out.
Anyway, either of those
running backs. That sounds good. I want to jump. Like I have more faith than you, I think. I already talked about what Washington's giving up in the passing game. Dak right now is at 265. I'm happy betting the over with that. Dak has been absolutely crushing it. Did have a tricky one last week against the Panthers, but the Panthers have been shutting down everyone, so I don't blame him. Same with CeeDee Lamb. They had a down game. Panthers defense is good. Washington's defense is terrible. And like I was saying, I honestly believe that the Cowboys really love to lay the smack down on their divisional opponents. And I think Dak and CeeDee will go to work at home, Thanksgiving, in Texas, home crowd. They love to put on a show.
Yep. Yeah, I could see that happening. 300 yards by the third quarter.
Yep. And then the team's out. They get pulled.
And then the first team's out. Yep.
So,
if it doesn't go that way, I'll be surprised. I'll be very surprised.
Yeah, exactly. So I was disappointed in my CeeDee Lamb pick last week, but that's all right. I forgive him. I'm going to go back to the well.
Cool.
Here. All right. Anything else from this game?
Nope. Moving on. Sacks. I mean, yeah, Sam Howell getting sacked. If the line is like 4.5 for the sacks, and if it's plus money,
that poor guy.
I feel so fucking bad for him.
Yeah, I know. At least they get paid a lot of money.
I feel so bad for him this game. He better play. He better play the best that he's ever played in his entire life in order for this game to be it's in front of, I don't even know how many million are going to watch this. 35 million, maybe? Yeah. 35 million people are going to watch this game? You were about to watch Sam Howell go up to the executioner, like we're talking like Roman times. Just get up there on the stage, put your head in the guillotine, and watch him get decapitated. I feel so bad.
And I was reading that Micah Parsons has not been playing well the last couple of weeks, but the Cowboys want to try and get him more involved in as much as possible.
Oh, yeah, great. Okay, so you want Micah Parsons more involved.
He's angry.
Yeah. Okay. He has an extra motive to get sacks. What is he not? He's not on pace for his bonuses.
Yeah, something like that must be.
Use this game as a game to get right and make your money. Oh my God, I feel so bad for Sam Howell.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
That's all right. They're making millions.
They are.
All right, let's jump to the last game. Let's head to downtown Seattle, where the 49ers are coming to town to take on my Seahawks.
Who's playing quarterback? Who's playing quarterback?
It's not Drew Lock, that's for sure.
I was just gonna say.
Maybe it will be. Actually, I have not checked the injury report. I think Geno's going to play though.
Geno Smith is questionable.
Yeah, I think. Well, I read a report that Pete Carroll was saying
he was limited today.
Yeah, he's been limited. He doesn't need to go on IR, but it's just sort of like a bit of pain or swelling. So I think if it was a Sunday game, he'd definitely be playing. The fact that it's a Thursday game does make me a little bit nervous.
Mm-hmm.
I had more faith in Drew Lock before he played on Sunday with that and threw that pick straight away. Yeah. That was brutal. Just having a quick look. Oh, I don't have the Seahawks report card. Okay. So what are we looking at here on this side of the ball? Are we looking at anything Seattle related?
Buddy, this is your territory. You know this team better than anybody that I know on this planet.
So this 49ers have actually, interestingly, been giving it up in the passing game to opposing quarterbacks. Baker, I put a lot of money on Baker last week to go over 233 passing yards, and he did. It came down to the last drive, but it was still a good performance.
What a wild game.
Know Trevor Lawrence struggled out of the bye, but I don't blame him for that. Burrow went over, Kirk Cousins went over, and who would that have been? Cleveland. I think that was Deshaun Watson at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it wasn't. So anyway, so quarterbacks have managed to get success, and so have wide receivers won. So this could be a good game from DK. Tyler Lockett usually plays well against the 49ers as well, but I am going to look onto the 49ers side of the ball because I've got way more faith in Christian McCaffrey. I'll probably go back to the well there. I like him at the moment. I think he's getting about 75 rushing yards.
75.5.
And 33 receiving yards. I might combo meal those together and take the scrimmage here. Like I was saying, I usually don't like to bet on scrimmage, but there's few players I think are safe, and that's Christian McCaffrey is definitely one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Where I just like sometimes he might have a down rushing game, but he has a good receiving game. Sometimes he has a good receiving game, and vice versa. So in this instance, I'd be happy if it like the line's gonna be like what 110.
His full line, right?
Yeah, it hasn't come out on my end just
rushing
yet.
And receiving is 113.5.
Okay, 113. So what do you think? What do you think about that? Yeah, 113.5.
I don't bet on Christian McCaffrey.
Why not?
John, I've been doing this for 9.5 years.
But he makes me money.
9.5 years, John. Do you know how many times I have bet on Christian McCaffrey and then he ends up with a soft tissue injury in the middle of the game?
That was just those 2 years he got injured a lot.
No, not 2 years. No. I don't even know how many years he's been in the NFL now. 6? 7?
Potentially.
6 or 7? Out of those 6 or 7 years, he's probably cost me $6,000.
Oh my God.
So, no.
Here's what I'll say.
I just don't do it. Okay. I made a promise to myself. I don't do it.
Okay, I'll give you a sneaky second one then. Tight ends have been getting a bit of success against Seattle, and George Kittle is getting absolutely fired up with Brock Purdy. Yeah, this is a great spot for George Kittle. I would bet him anytime touchdown scorer, even though we don't normally bet those. But I'd also bet him sitting now at 52.5 receiving yards. If you can also get him at like maybe 4.5 catches, I probably prefer the catches.
If you can get it for 4, that'd be way better, but it's probably going to be 4.5. And his longest reception is at 22, which feels his yak ability.
Yeah.
I think he's good for it.
Kittle's been having
a take it, but I think he's good for it.
All right. Yeah. I think like if not Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, he's in a really good spot. He's getting fired up. He had a slow start to the season, but against Seattle, who have been giving up to the tight end, I got to say the linebackers have been. So, and that's not really a point of our specialty at the moment anyway. So this is a good spot on the road. I think the over-under is sitting at 43, so not huge. And San Francisco is 6.5-point favorites.
Okay. I like that.
That's it. What do you got?
I got 2. I got first one is Myers over 5.5 on his kicking points.
Yeah, okay.
And
kicker prop. This is our first inaugural kicker prop.
Yeah, it's a good spot. It's a good spot for Myers.
Spot, yeah,
it's a really good spot for Myers. They're going to get stranded in that area a couple times, and if they're 4th and 4, Pete Carroll's not going for it. He's a little conservative. He'll take the points.
Yeah.
I think Myers is probably going to line up for 4 field goals.
All right.
And even if he makes 50% of those, you get the over.
I mean, he missed a brutal one last week that we really needed. So
he did. That scares me. It really
that was a lot of pressure, though.
It does, but no. But I'm going to go with Myers 6 points because honestly, like even if they score 2 touchdowns, and I like it.
Yep,
I like it. I think 2 field goals. I feel pretty good about it. 3 touchdowns and a field goal, or 2 field goals, basically.
Jeez, the Seahawks get 3 touchdowns, I'll be stoked.
It's 21 points. They probably won't get up that high. I feel like they're going to end up with 16 points.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a big DK Metcalf game. I think he's going to have a good game.
Maybe, but I still don't. I just don't think they're going to put the ball in the end zone 3 times. I think.
Yeah, I'm also interested to see how they use Jackson Smith and Jigba as well. This will be the first time against our 49ers that we've seen them. We play them again in 2 weeks. It'll be interesting.
Is he been rushing at all?
Jackson, no.
Are they rushing any wide receiver out of the backfield?
They used to use D. Eskridge a little bit, but that was about it. Plus, he got suspended this year, so we haven't seen too much of D.
My other one is Zach Charbonnet, 19.5 receiving yards over.
Oh, I love this pick.
Yeah,
I should have done more Zach Charbonnet research because he's been used a ton in the passing game.
Yeah,
and Kenneth Walker won't play.
No, Ken Walker's not going to play. So Zach Charbonnet's on the field for majority of the time. Who's the other one? DJ Dallas is the other.
Yeah, he's our backup, or he's our 3rd string running back.
He ain't going to get the time.
Unless Kenny McIntosh finally gets the call.
Come on.
Our 7th round rookie out of Georgia. He's a good player.
He is a good, he's all right. He's all right. Zach Charbonnet over 19.5 and Myers over 5.5 kicking points.
Love that one. So let's just to recap our Thanksgiving Day slate special. So I had Amon-Ra over 79.5 receiving yards in the next game. I've got Dak over 265 passing, and then close it out with, man, I really love that Zach Charbonnet pick. I wish I'd taken that, but I'm going to take George Kittle. I'll take him on the 54.5 or 56.5. 51.5 receiving yards is what I'm after.
I like that. I've got AJ Dillon, whatever you can get him at for his rushing attempts. I saw it as low as 9.5. And John said he can only get it at 13.5 now. So if it's at 13.5, get it. I would play that all the way up to, just to keep myself safe, 15.5.
Yeah, 13's not a bad number.
Nope. No, it'd be 14. But yeah,
not
a bad number. Not a bad number. That's what I have in that game. Did I take anything else in that game? I don't think I did.
No.
I don't think I did. I like Gibbs for 3 catches, but I'm not. If we're just taking one, I'm taking Dylan.
Yeah, nah, risky. These are all divisional matchups as well, which is what really upsets me.
Yep, I know. This is a tough day. Vegas makes a lot of money on these days.
Yeah.
Because everybody's just like, shootout. Everybody's betting. 36 million people betting the overs. Yep, about to take everybody's fucking money. Everybody's money. It's going to be a great day for Las Vegas. But then that means that Sunday they might be kind to us. Well, anyway, you hope.
Washington, you're Brian Robinson.
Yeah, I got Brian Robinson. The line's not out yet for his over on his receiving total, and I also like Brian Robinson if it's 3 catches and whatever his number is. Even more sneaky though, if that number gets too high, if that number gets over 26 for his receiving total, I'm going to shy away from it. I'll take the 3. I'll take the 3 catches. But it'll be Rodriguez. It'll be 2 catches for Rodriguez, and they're probably only going to have him at 7.5 receiving.
Right.
And I would move that alt line up to like 15.
Yeah.
I think he'll get it. I think he'll get it, and he'll get it. He might even get it in 1 play. Well, not the 2 catches, obviously, but he might even be done with that in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So I feel pretty good about that.
All right, man. And then Seattle.
I got Zach Charbonnet. I got him over 19.5 receiving, and I've got Jason Myers over 5.5 kicking points.
I love that Charbonnet pick.
Sexy.
Let's get it. All right, we'll be back with the Sunday Slate show.
Yes. Here we go.
Another successful Sunday. We'll close this out, Sally.
Yeah, here we go. Have a good one. Week 12, Turkey Bowl. Let's fucking go.